the 25. Call it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Let's go. At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Wilson to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
We got 3. Tiger. Keep moving. Hey, keep moving. Tight right. Hey, exit. Mike's 50. Let's pick it up. It's out.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Ezekiel Ansah has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 76 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got him in. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
14.
Now it's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
19. Coming to you.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Rams' 27.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And it's Chris Carson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other. Pick them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cassius Marsh able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, it's Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Hey, orbit. Minus 50.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks 11-yard line.
You go tight. Value 1. You got tight right there.
From the gun, here's Goff. Forced out to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Mike, 20. 55. Watch the slant. Ball shot.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling did really well.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Throwing is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now it's gone. Going up top for Cup. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Returnable for Lockett. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They go play action with Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's get this.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 20! And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Check. Maverick. We're good.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. He sets to fire deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Wilson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50 and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right, and he slides to avoid the hit. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 19. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. They feel that they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will get him 1 closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
To throw is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make out of the gun. Goff. Flushed out right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ringo. Mike, 55.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 27-yard line.
Hey, Booker T! Mike 50, Mike 50! Run up! They scared! Deuce!
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Busts through the tackle. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just thinking what
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Al Woods able to drop him for a loss of a couple. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 12, Goff dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by John Johnson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Goff now looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coaches step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Let's go, baby.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think